I want to do a segment for you guys which details just how royally screwed up foreign policy is and the Middle East is. So when you know all the specifics, it doesn't answer questions. It raises more questions. So Business Insider reports on the Kurds fighting back ISIS jihadists in northern Iraq. Quote, "What is more interesting and less expected was that as the Kurds made gains with the benefit of U.S. airstrikes, they were also propelled forward by the efforts of the Kurdistan Workers' Party, or the PKK as they're called, whose fighters helped the Kurdish Peshmerga forces stem the Islamic State's advance toward Erbil, the semi-official Kurdish capital." Now, why is that noteworthy? Well, the PKK are designated as a terrorist organization by the United States of America. But now, since they're fighting ISIS, we go, now they're cool. Now we're with them. Now we'll actually fight alongside them because they're fighting ISIS. Okay, now let's dig a little deeper. I couldn't make this up if I tried. Let me give you all the different connections. Think about it. So we are allies with the FSA, that's the Free Syrian Army, which is fighting Assad to topple Assad in Syria. But we're also allies with Assad in fighting against ISIS, because ISIS is also fighting Assad. Then it gets even weirder when you consider Hezbollah. See, Hezbollah is a Lebanese and semi-Iranian political party, and they're Shiite militants that we consider terrorists. They're officially designated terrorists here in the United States of America. But they're also fighting ISIS, and they hate ISIS. And ISIS is the worst of all of them. So in a weird way, again, they're our allies in this scenario. But I'm still not done yet. How about one of the main groups, one of the main organic armies, I guess you could call it for lack of a better term, grassroots armies in Iraq that we were fighting when we did the original war in Iraq in the 2000s, okay? That would be Muqtada al-Sadr, who's the leader of what's called the Mahdi Army, okay? This is a Shiite group. Well, we consider them terrorists, and they're also fighting ISIS, so now they're kind of like our allies against ISIS. Okay, the word facepalm doesn't describe enough just how fucked up the Middle East is, and just how fucked up, that's not even fair, because what's even more fucked up is our foreign policy and our relation to the situations. Because what we're going is, you're a terrorist. Oh, but you're fighting the terrorists that are worse? Then okay, then you're our ally. But wait, what about you? Well, we just fought you a few years ago in a war, and you killed our people, but it's okay because now ISIS is worse, and you're fighting them, and that's cool, so we'll be with you. And Assad, you gas children, and you're doing a genocide, and you're kind of a dictator, and oh, but wait, but ISIS is fighting you also, and they're even worse than you? Okay, I guess we're with you. And the FSA, well, how are you involved in this whole thing? I don't know, you're our buddies, but what's going on with you? Oh, it looks like you're about to be defeated. There's another article today that the FSA, the Free Syrian Army, is trapped between ISIS, who's killing them, and the Assad forces who are killing them, and it's a horrible situation for them. So we're all over the fucking place. We're like, you're our ally and our enemy, you're our ally and our enemy, you're our ally and our enemy. Iran, just Iran in general, the country of Iran, they're Shiite, they hate the Sunni militants, which are ISIS, and we hate ISIS, but we also hate Iran, so we hate them both, but we hate ISIS more, so I guess we're allies with Iran. You ready for this? Here's my solution. Let's mind our business. How about that? How about we only categorize people terrorists when they actually do terrorism, right? And look, it's a complicated situation, man, because some people in Hezbollah are terrorists, others aren't. Some people in Hamas are terrorists, others aren't. Some people, pretty much all of ISIS are terrorists, all of Al-Qaeda are terrorists. But all we do is we say, based on who our ally is, regardless of what actions they take, we say you're either terrorist or not. Right? And that's the silliness of the word terrorism. And there is a real definition to terrorism, doing violence for political ends, but we've so perverted it that we just go by who we like and who we don't like. And when you see a situation with ISIS involved, where they kind of bring everybody together in a weird way, you notice that our foreign policy is a massive contradiction. People are our allies and terrorists at the same time. Well, isn't that incredibly telling? It's the best advertisement I've ever seen for a non-interventionist foreign policy where we mind our business. And look, man, I get it. Like I discussed in the previous segment, if you want to do targeted drone strikes through the UN and NATO, so it's the international community doing it together, to get the ISIS fighters who have put the Yazidis and the Kurds on a mountaintop where they're fucking starving to death and they're beheading children. I get it. Go after ISIS. That's fine. I don't like the U.S. doing it alone because I only like to use the military when we have an imminent threat of attack against us. But do it through the UN, do it through NATO. I'm fine with that, right? I'm fine with that. But in terms of, a situation where it's not pure good and pure evil and it's more complicated, my radical solution is let's mind our business and we can avoid the situation where it's a massive clusterfuck of who our friends are and who our enemies are.